My retirement did not include taking care of my mom. It included me having a good old time, celebrating life the way I wanted to do it, travel, and just, hey everybody, I'm just in from a community service with my grandson. On Saturdays, every other Saturday or so, we deliver food boxes to the community of seniors that are around us. It is so cold outside today. I don't know where you guys are, but where I am, when we left out this morning, it was 16 degrees. It is now up to 23, so whoop-de-doo. But I still have on layers and layers of clothing because I did not thaw out yet. But it was an excellent outreach. I just wanted to talk to you about, again, caregiving. And I want to ask you guys, and you can comment if you want to, how did you get to the area of caregiving in your life? Was it something that you had intended to do? Did you go to school for caregiving? You know what I'm saying? Was that your original intent to be a caregiver? I'm talking about a non-medical in this instance. That's what I am. I am a non-medical caregiver for my mom. And I thought about it the other day, and I'm wondering if everyone is really thinking about, maybe I should be talking to the ones that didn't get to this point yet, but I'm thinking about the time that I should have spent speaking to my mom before she got to where she is, if you get my drift. Talking about things like insurance and finances and all of these different things that are so very important to know, because even for our generation, or the younger ones coming up, I should say, even you guys need to pay attention to this, because I'm asking you, at what point in time, or did you at any time think that you might be the one to have to care for a loved one? I'm talking about your mom, your dad. It could be a sibling. It could be a cousin. It could be a friend. Some point in time, did you ever think that you would be a caregiver? Because caregiving requires a lot. It requires, I'm talking about financial side right now. Do those people that you potentially might be caring for have insurance? I'm talking about long-term insurance, guys. I'm talking about stuff like that, because as much as we ride up and down the roads and see these nursing homes and assisted living places, I want you to know that they are expensive, extremely expensive. And if you don't have the finances for those facilities, you're more than likely going to care for your loved ones in your home or in their home. Even that can be very expensive, because if you can't do it 24/7, you're going to have to call others to come in. And still, that is very, very expensive. So I just want you to think about those things. If you didn't think about those things, I hope you do, because you're going to need money, and you're going to need to find out what areas you can get benefits from to care for your loved ones, because it is a very expensive process. I have a question. I think I'm going to send this question out to those that are not yet ready to retire and those that have already retired. Here's my question. To those who are about to retire or have plans of retiring in the future, do you have all your ducks in a row? Did you save what you thought you should save for your retirement days? Are you really ready for retirement? Do you have a plan past that 1 week of sleeping late and doing whatever you want to do? What are you going to do for the remainder of your retirement days? And for the ones that have retired, is your retirement very close, just like, or almost close to what you thought it was going to be like? I'm asking that question because for me, all kind of things happened that changed everything about my retirement, including disability retirement, which is what I am on. That was not in my plan at all, you guys, not at all. And then to go from that 4-year wait to find out whether I was approved or not, with no salary of any kind, that was interesting. But again, I pressed into the Lord because I am a Christian woman, And I know who my provider is, and he did not disappoint, I guarantee you. But I had a daycare home center. I had a daycare in my home while I was on retirement. And from that, I realized I rolled over from that and went back to school so I can get a certification in early childhood. And then all of a sudden, my mom needed help at that point. That's how, and it seems to me like from that point on, I got sucked in, if you know what I mean. First, it was just an appointment here and there. Then it was just, take me to the supermarket, please, because she was living on her own at that time. All of a sudden, the appointments began to increase. It was not once a week. It was 2-3 times a week. And it just went on and on and on. And that's how I am where I am today, being a total caregiver. Because eventually, at the end of the day, she had to come and live with me. I want to know if that was in your plans at all when you were thinking about retirement. That was not in my plan. That was not a part of my retirement. Did not include taking care of my mom. It included me having a good old time, celebrating life the way I wanted to do it, travel, and just have a moment to smell the roses, if you will. But that is not what happened. So now I'm at the other end of the spectrum, starting all over again. And like I say, in a couple of videos before, I said I'm looking for a new job because I have a new life, a new schedule. My mom is now in a nursing home. So I need to pick up and move on. I still will be doing caregiving duties because I'm still her caregiver at a distance. But I do now have a brand new schedule. So yeah, and the job I'm looking for, just so everybody knows, it's not something that I have to do. It's something I want to do. It will be part-time, and I will be a blessing wherever I go, just so you know.